Guys, I've been talking for a minute. I've been talking for a minute without realizing that I've been muted. Long story short, I was just saying, sorry there haven't been many Bazaar videos on YouTube lately. I tried to record yesterday, the servers went down for maintenance, and then the month prior to that was holidays, and my kid was out of school for a month with vacation and illness. So, trust me, it feels good to be back. You also may be wondering why I pulled my item off of the board, man, but that's because this guy's got a skill. When you slow, a weapon gains damage for the fight. So the only way forward for us on this one, I think, was to pull that out of the hop. We probably still win, but like, why give him a chance, you know? Why give him a chance? Now, I will say it would be nice to like get some items. Obviously, to have something that actually does damage would be nice. I really like the Cove as an item. Are you... Oh, for some reason I thought you sold silver stuff, but anyway. I would like buy and sell and buy and sell. I don't necessarily expect us to be in a fantastic position here. Sells weapons. We're on what, 3 gold with 1 thing to sell. Just having... you have to sell everything. You have to sell everything to be able to afford this combo. This is an insane combo. The trebuchet is goated in this patch. So, sell me. That'll take us to 8. We'll also sell Powder Horn. Just pop this out here for now. We need 4, yeah. I'll also sell Powder Horn. I think it's the right play. Buy Katana. I would happily give my trebuchet the crit chance. I think even though we don't have a silver item, and I wish we had a silver item, this is an awesome start. Balake. Insubordinate and churlish. Now I do think round 1 we're in a very tight spot, but if we can get this this trebuchet off the ground, we're in a great spot, man. I wouldn't get your hopes up too early here though. We did land a shot, that is something, but once we expand our board and the katana goes out here, it's gonna be thwack, 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 thwack. You don't even know. I'm just gonna say it, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. We're actually, I mean, we are gonna lose. We're not gonna lose by that much. It's, I don't even need to say it's an encouraging place to be because you should already know that just based on the quality of the items that are available, but we're dipping down to shoot up. It's like a roller coaster launch or something, okay? Get ready. So we level. We get a bronze tier skill. 10 gold, 2 burn. I would much rather have 20 damage. And then to be honest with you, I'm just gonna... I mean, 20 damage thrown onto the katana, which right now does like 4. Excuse me? Oh, you're leftmost. Okay. That's a really nice pickup for us. And we only have space for a small item. We'd love to have a small weapon, man. Obviously, we could buff the katana. But I'd much rather just have like a small weapon that goes off enough to hopefully make the trebuchet attack much faster. So I feel very good about this. And then I honestly feel like we can just XP max. We can kind of turn our head off for a little bit here. Who is this? Rogue Scrapper? I'll be 100% honest with you. I think we clear the Rogue Scrapper. I think I couldn't have asked for a build that's like better for my unique cognitive abilities. Well, wait, I'm kind of looking at this and I'm like, wait, I'm gonna get hit in the head for 60 in just a second here. I'm actually a little scared. I think we should be fine, but it might be close. Because they do have a heal as well. If I lose this, like, this is a catastrophic... Like, my aura may never recover. Hold, yes! Okay. And then we get the 3 XP off of it. And maybe I was just going to say a med kit, although now that I think about it, a med kit, I guess, is mostly just good for gold. I think... You know what? Give me... Sorry if I lost my voice. We'd like to fill our board up. Bronze tier loot tends to be pretty bad. 6 gold isn't so bad. And a bronze tier item is not going to sell for much. So go ahead, give me the 6 gold. And then... I would actually... This might be foolish, but I would love to go risky mode to level 7 Trash Town Mare? Are you kidding me? I thought maybe it'd be like level 5 or something. That would be hard enough. Level 7, I think this is like not plausible. So that maybe that's a good lesson that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. But you know what? We took a stab at it. That's why they call it risky. If it wasn't risky, they wouldn't call it that. So we were not even really particularly close, but I was gonna say we live there, but obviously that's not the case. How about being able to fill your board? I wanna XP max though, man. I'm telling you, this has merit to me. Probably not gonna just throw out a med kit. Most important thing we could get, I would say, is if we could get to a silver trebuchet, because that increases the charge time that you get. That would help me out a great deal. Okay, I'm not trying to say that this is a bad person. That's not fair. But they are well on their way to running the scumbag build. And I'm not. You can ask other people if you don't believe me. What is the scumbag build this patch? It's like all aquatic items. Now they're not quite there yet, I would say. The life preserver is gonna bring them back. Are they gonna? I guess it doesn't matter whether they purge their burn or not. So I say we probably lose this one as well. That's kind of what I get for putting my hopes and dreams on a bronze narwhal, I think. But I'm getting a little bit upset about this one. That day could have gone a lot better for us. Now, could it have gone worse? Sure, we could have lost a rogue scrapper. But it certainly could have gone a lot better as well. How about give me a greater selection of items? We definitely don't want the Lang Zhan. We're a very wide weapon build as of right now. I actually love the idea. Like obviously this gives us some extra damage, but I love, pardon me, the idea of getting 2 haste immediately. Because by getting 2 haste immediately, we get our trebuchet charging that much faster. How about a haste item as well? I don't know about that one, boys, but I do know that we can beat the rogue scrapper. For 1 second. Haste your small items for 1 second. Okay. I still, in spite of what we've been through, I think this run has a lot of potential, man. Now, you definitely want to win early, because in the late game, you just go up against infinites right now, over and over. They did finally patch it, so it's not just a dually fiesta, but now we're in a new meta, which is just non-stop infinite pig and infinite Vanessa builds, which I still think is better. Don't get me wrong. I'm not poo-pooing the current state of the game, but it's not as diverse in terms of the number of builds as maybe you'd like. Hey, please upgrade my leftmost bronze tier item. And you'll charge for 2 seconds. We would very much like... Well, that's not that bad. We would very much like more small weapons. This is very good. What do you have whenever you haste? It gains 25 damage. We have no means of reloading it. I mean, there's a powder horn in there, but it's a question of, like, how much you're willing to give. I'm gonna cut this and put this in here for now. And toss you one of those, maybe. This seems right to me, man. This seems like a much better setup. This seems like a big improvement for a fella such as myself. I have a hard time believing burn is gonna matter more than experience, but I will also say, you're witnessing a different individual here. You're witnessing a different man. I know no man ever steps foot in the same river twice, because it isn't the same river. And it isn't the same man, people. It isn't the same man. But, also, I haven't had a chance since we've been back to play very much of the Bazaar, so... I could be making some fairly boneheaded decisions. I'm sure that's not out of the ordinary for what you're used to seeing. I'm just letting you know. Okay, we're gonna lose again. Get used to seeing the matchbox. That is an item that you will be seeing with some regularity. Get used to that one. But I believe fully if we just keep XP maxing, we can get ourselves out of this hole. How about... Oh, we even got a pickle off of that. Lucky us, man. How about you give me a weapon? Our weapons are still pretty bad. That's not helpful, really. I think we have to get greedy to try to pull ourselves out of this. I will say, Technovirus destroys small items. There's a part of me that thinks you counter that by just putting in the cannon. And that leads them to destroy their own items. So that they don't get the ability to poison us like crazy. So they're going to destroy their own items, which makes their poison much better. But it's too late. If that had destroyed my item and then these items lived and got even more poison, we might have been in a really tough spot. So maybe I'm very thankful we actually did have the cannon. Okay, we pay attention to the crypto. Silver tier skills. When you crit, your shield items get better. When you poison, your weapons get better. When you use a weapon, it gets better. That's something I think I wouldn't necessarily say we could set our watch to it, but I would say that I'm okay with it. And I don't know, do you pull this and put in like... We'd really just be putting in barbed wire, but getting the extra haste would be quite meaningful, man. Instead, I mean, reducing the cooldown time is good, but 10% is just sort of... We sort of snooze on it. I think we could take out Deadly Crooner as well. Even though we've lost all 3 rounds, so maybe you look at this as like the ravings of a lunatic or a madman. Even though we've lost all 3 rounds, I actually think like our setup is really good. It's at least really good for PvE. The players have gotten insanely good at the Bazaar in the last like month or so. We really need the free-to-play noob injection, the Christmas noobs of the Bazaar. So that the better people, aka the pay-to-win gamers such as myself, can get some free dopamine. I don't think we really care about the Ganjo. So let's dump that. Everything else, it's a great time to dump the crypto actually as well. Let's see what we can get. I don't want chocolate bars. I don't want items. I don't really want non-weapon items. I guess I could live with weapons. If I have to take something, I could live with weapons. Cutlass is tempting, but a small weapon... Maybe we could buy this and put the fries in the bag, little bro. I like having a bunch of small weapons so that holster has a better payoff, but that it legitimately might be a little bit crazy. Let's dump... I just don't think medkit's ever gonna pay off for us. Let's take this, which should give us a silver piranha at least. Which is like, again, really minor, but it is an improvement. And then, you already know I'm XP maxing, so we're going for the star chart. Okay, Jort Master, what a name. One of us, it's a non-moving object against a stoppable force right now. And I'm hoping for the best. What is this armadillo, man? When you shield charge this 3 seconds, does 100 damage. That's pretty serious, man. That's pretty serious. Guys, I think we're going down again. I don't think there's anything that can stop this. What? I thought this run was good, dude. I thought we had a pretty good thing going. We're 0 on the first 4 days. All right, we gotta burn some of this money and keep the XP maxing up for now. But we gotta leverage the XP into something, man. I'm actually like kind of flabbergasted because usually if you're 0-4 on a run, it feels like the run you're just like confused. I don't know what's going on. But on this run, I'm like our setup is good, man. We're bodying the extra fights, except that one time that we went up against Trash Town Mayor. Like this should be good. When you heal, this gains burn. Hang on, I don't think you're gonna stick. I don't think you're gonna stick. Possibly the cutlass does matter.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Now this is how you pivot if you want to pivot, but I'm gonna chill on that. Now I can't take you. You're my only weapon, or you wouldn't be my only weapon, I should say. It's a bit of a wasted node. I'm telling you, if you upgrade this trebuchet, if you put your trust in this trebuchet, there's some serious potential here, man. I'm going in for Trash Town Mare. Why? Revenge. Revenge is a big part of it. I'm not going to lie to you. Trying to think of what we need. Haste would be huge. More hasted items. And I know you're going to say, what about the beach ball? It needs to not be a bronze beach ball that hastes a narwhal and a piranha, okay? Now, temporary shelter is like... At least it's like a cove. I like having it. I don't think we're ever going to play it, though. Health, toughness, and shield items. Or eat it fins for 5 regen. I mean, we gotta be digging for some good items here. Turtle shell is another... Like, this is part of the meta Vanessa build. But I just feel like we got all the pieces for the other build, right? Well, this is like half the pieces for what we actually need, so... Hang on, Silver Cove has me feeling a certain way. I'm kind of just flabbergasted, but I have a really hard time believing that we're going to get through this run without having a single win. It's not perfect, it's not 1-to-1, but the idea that you could beat the hardest PvE fights every single day and not find one human being that you could beat over the course of the entire encounter seems... I refuse to believe that it's going to come. This is who they got me matched up. No disrespect. Who is this? Works WF. No disrespect. You have 1 win. My build clears you in every single capacity. You got Crow's Nest, 2 weapons. Like, what? You're in a desperate state, man. And we're in the same division here? Sorry, that was uncalled for. But I'm like I said, I'm flabbergasted, man. Okay, I think we want gold tier skills. If you have 1 weapon, it has lifesteal and crit. When you crit, your poison items get better. You start with a high crit chance that lowers over time. When you use your slowest weapon, freeze a smaller item for 1 second. When you crit, your burn items get better. When you use an aquatic item, haste a weapon. Okay. And I don't know if we're going to stick with this forever. This is pretty good, but our slowest weapon is a piranha. So there's nothing slower than a piranha. If we were to... Oh, no, the slowest weapon is the trebuchet, man. So you freeze a medium or a small for 1 second. I really do think this could be incredible for charging this up as well. But Frozen Shot with an 8-second cooldown trebuchet, I find that hard to ignore. And you sell medium and large. That's perfect for a fella such as myself. I do have to say... I mean, we have a lot of trash items, man. The shark claws seem mighty tempting. Golden shark claws?
Anyway, thanks.
Could have sold our smalls there to get the maximum value too, but... Okay, I would love to hit level 9 before our next combat too. Maybe get some of those high-level upgrade rewards. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, I told you. You know what? Foreman... can give us Crane, and Trebuchet and Katana plus Crane would like, they would charge the Crane to get it pumping. We would need more HP to be able to survive until they really started to pop, but that's... I think there's a lot of stuff this fella has that could actually be up my alley. There's also a lot of power tools that I'm not qualified to use. Chris Army Knife is not what I wanted to see, that's for sure. Okay, you're gone. The claws, I do have to feel like the claws have got to get in there, man. I don't know, though. This... I didn't mean to click on that. 25 extra damage on all our weapons, though, is kind of crazy. Maybe a silver tier weapon. I think, unfortunately, it's just not usable because we have no means of reloading it. I wish we did. And I'm going with the same strat that's gotten us into this sorry fate. So I think next fight we have a bonus. You are a good weapon, but like... Shield, this gains 5 damage when you crit, reload 2 ammo. You fire so fast. I think maybe you dump the Piranha because it's the slowest. I don't know. I think this is not necessarily a good choice. Oh my god. Oh, down south? An OG settler with like 6 wins? We might be in trouble. I'm happy to be back playing the Bazaar, though. It feels good. I did break the addiction while I was gone, though. What is double silent trebuchet with an iceberg and a haste potion? This person is cooking up something the likes of which I honestly can't fathom or understand. That's not to say they're wrong, although they are gonna lose. So, I don't really know what's going on. I guess maybe it's unfair a little bit because I did start with 25 extra damage on all my weapons, but... Or maybe, just maybe, we're starting to bring ourselves out of the hole we were in earlier, and any chance I get to fight more individuals is a great day for a fella such as myself, man. It would be nice. Almost anything at least clears the barbed wire, man. How about broken shackles? I never even thought of it. We got a charge build going on already. So every time the trebuchet fires, it should freeze a small item for 1 second. Or a small or a medium item for 1 second. I don't think that's enough to single-handedly win you the game, but it's enough to contribute. Broken shackles when you use a weapon. Hang on. Oh my god, and we got our... And then, okay, this is it. You take the haste, you put haste on the katana, so every time the katana attacks, it hastes something, which means you get double charge on your trebuchet, and all of a sudden we're off to the races, man. When you use a weapon, charge this 1 second. I have to try it over the barbed wire, and I'm literally just gonna dump the barbed wire, get out of here. And I'm going straight into a fight with another monster. Treasure Turtle doesn't stand a chance. But let's just see how fast we're attacking now that we got the katana popping. It is faster. I would love it to be faster still. What does it even do? It just gives you your weapons gain 4 damage? That's like just a duplicate version of the skill we have, but this takes up space on my board. Whatever, bro. Just put the genie's lamp in the bag, okay? We're on the ascendancy here. Put the genie's lamp in the bag. Oh, it's really good, though. It's really good, but we're kind of deliberately not building it. It only charges on non-weapons. Now, Thug, you could put the Thieves Guild medallion in the bag. That would be fine by me. And that would give us a shot at possibly getting an upgrade hammer, which could let us get a diamond trebuchet, man. And a diamond trebuchet could go to the moon. Or even further beyond it. And the XP maxing, you all laughed at me, but look at this, we're at level 11 on day 7 now. The Thieves Guild medallion, my brother. Sells haste skills, haste and charge skills.
The third eye?
Haste an aquatic item. Haste 2 items when you fall below. First time you use a large item, haste 2 items. I do think that there's something to like there, but I think we can also do better. First 5 times you use a weapon, charge an item 1 second. First time you haste, freeze. I mean, freezing is very important. We do, I mean, that would give us like an extra 3 seconds charge though every time we use an aquatic. They're all good, man. I think I gotta amp up the speed at which we fire the trebuchet. We just have to make sure we always have like some aquatic items out there. Okay, so I go to the Thieves Guild, and at the Thieves Guild, I mean, we have so much money, I think we should fight Mr. Moo. Because this fits with XP maxing, and then also, what's your skill? +1 damage for each ammo your items have in play. Either way, it's mostly for the XP. You can raid the vault, but I had visions of raiding the vault. I did have a little bit of spice earlier today. I was on Arrakis. I had visions of raiding the vault and receiving nothing but spare change and being very upset with myself. So I said, let's not do that. Okay, so we're going to be stacking up a little bit of extra burn. At least we have so much money, man. But fighting this guy is the right play. And imagine if he lets us go right back to the Thieves Guild, man. The XP maxing never stood a chance. So now every time an aquatic item goes, so Shark Claws or Narwhal, We get the single trigger on the trebuchet plus haste off of it. That lets us get more off the trebuchet. If we could just get turbo katana going a little faster, though. Spices is going to give us, like, so little benefit. I think we have to go loot this time. Now we're freaking talking. I'm sorry, I'm not a spice user on this build. Plus, I was already on Arrakis today, Your Honor. And then I think all cooldowns reduced is very nice. That's like 6% damage up, basically. We don't want medium items. We don't want items. We don't want chocolate. We do want medium and large items. Oh, a trebuchet would hit the spot, bro. That's a huge whiff, unfortunately. That's like a medium whiff, unfortunately.
I made a sale.
Even though I felt like we kind of been riding high the last couple of days, I don't know why that one feels like a little bit of a whiff to me. But I do feel like at the very least we stand a pretty good chance of winning this one. And maybe pulling ourselves closer to 4 wins, which is like the video has like a reason to exist and not be deleted. Yeah, dude, if you can freeze the freeze ray, I'm a very happy man. And you can see, look at the difference in max health, bro, because that's what XP maxing can do for you. But you can only do it if you're goated PvE, and our build was so goated PvE. We're definitely missing that, like, you know, that infinite beating capability. Like, we're not killing enemies fast enough that I have a lot of confidence going into these, like, late game Vanessa and Pig builds, but... Okay, monster skills, always interesting. First time you fall below 50% health, reload 6 items. First time you freeze, burn, slow, poison, and haste. Charge an item 2 seconds. We do haste, and we do freeze. And at some point, we would love to slow. So, freeze an item, well, charge an item 2 seconds? It's something. It's something, man. It's not nothing. I know, you can't believe I sold it either. I like Curio, but I expect the items and the effects of those items to be, like, relatively low value right now. I'd be much happier with Cosmic Rock. Just, I don't know why I say, like, lowering my cooldowns when what we all know is going to happen is we're going to get, like, a Cosmic Amulet or Cosmic Plumage, but... You gotta admit, we were in, like, concede territory after day 4, and then we kind of pulled something together, lads. Upgrade your leftmost item. It's not even up for discussion. Like, the rest of our items are kind of trash. But the trebuchet is legitimately incredible.
Oh, hello. I mean,
Okay, I kind of wish we didn't sell our cutlass, but that's okay. Give me a wanted poster in the bag, little bro. Was really hoping to get maybe katana, I suppose. And if you could do me a favor, and if you could give me 25 extra damage on all weapons, I'd really like to fight the elite duelist and get your weapons have lifesteal. That's the sort of thing, like, we've got a little bit of scaling, we got a little bit of damage over time, we got pretty good skills. I would just love to see a little extra sustain for us could go a long way. Let's put it that way. But you had no faith. When I was 0-4, you had no faith, and now look at us. That's 4 wins. We've now, it won't say unfortunate journey when we finish this. And it really seemed like it would for a while there, because, I mean, even I lost confidence, man. But these builds are going to get harder and harder, so we got to get stronger and stronger. Okay, golden katana. It's nice to get the damage bonus. It's always tempting to run a powder keg, but I'm kind of operating on keep it simple, stupid right now. I mean, you could probably make the argument that maybe a powder keg clears a revolver and a narwhal. A bronze narwhal, no less. But, well, I can't really disagree with you, but I'm about to get a diamond tier skill, so what do you know? Haste your burn items for 3 seconds. Double the damage of your large weapons. And that's pretty good too, but I think we just want to fire more often if possible. You fall below half health, your burn items have their cooldowns reduced by 50%. It's also tempting. I think we start with the haste, man, because the haste gets the Rube Goldberg machine gets going. So this is the guy we want, right? And we want your lifesteal skill, if possible. I think I've seen it drop like 1 to 2 times in my entire experience playing this game, but this would be a great time to get it. And dude, I don't know, maybe the knife set could freaking work here too. Okay, when you use a weapon, charge it 2 seconds. There's definitely a part of me that thinks it's gotta be like that. We do lose 1 extra haste charge. And I'll just be honest with you, I'm just kind of not really messing with the gumballs. Because it takes a lot of work. It's like the height of laziness, but still. Sells skill upgrades, yes please. Weapons, okay, weapons get buffed faster. Not that I expect that to be a huge difference maker. Cinema Enjoyer!
I may be young,
But I'm Cinema Enjoyer!
my share of stores.
Cinema Enjoyer versus Cinema Enjoyer? What do they got here? They got a weather glass build. We're putting out a lot of damage, man, and freezing these small and medium items, like, dude, we creamed them. They never even got off the ground, bud. I actually can't believe that, like, it's sort of working. Because I really thought this run was completely dead in the water. No, but let's not worry about 10 wins, okay? Let's start with just getting the 7. Well, I mean, let's start with getting the 6, and then we could talk about 7. I would happily take another skill. When you poison, gain regen. When you destroy an item during combat, that doesn't seem too relevant. We do haste enough that maybe the shield off of this will be not negligible, though I don't expect it to be, like, incredible. And why don't you just give me 2 XP, brother? You already know I'm XP maxing. Now, I don't know if we could beat the Void Golem, but I do feel like we owe it to ourselves to try. They have destroyed our knife set, which I think is inconsequential. Oh, I'm dead, the Caltrops, instantly. Because they destroyed an item during combat and gained 100 damage or something. Okay, that was not a smart fight. That was, I wouldn't necessarily say hubris got the better of me. I would say that was ignorance got the better of me. Diamond Katana, though. We want to see some more enchantments, man. Can't really mess with the blunderbuss. Upgrade your leftmost item. It's gotta be a knife set, man. Because I was just gonna say, I'm assuming it charges 3 seconds. And enchant an item with slow? That's insanity. Because that gives us another charge for 2 seconds. So let's have our knife set do some slowing. I really want Radiant on our Trebuchet if possible. Slows an item for 2 seconds. Okay, I mean, I think that when you get involved with the opioid crisis, we all lose. Unless you're the Sackler family, in which case I wish you a unpleasant day. But maybe there's a chance, man. I see they have a lifesteal Lion's Cane. We're gonna have to do some serious damage to stop this. We're doing some serious damage, though. We kind of locked them down and then asked for their lunch money and then put them up in a locker by the seam of their underpants and then closed the door and spun the lock like 100 times. Maybe this build has got something, man. I need to hit the recap so I can see how much burn damage our gunpowder or incendiary rounds is doing. Now, I'm just going to take an item. I'm sorry. I just, like, there's something to be said about quality of life, man. And I just can't bring myself to mess with the gumballs right now. We don't really need large items. We don't really need a small amount of max health either. But we do have 99 gold, so that might be the best place to apply it here. And I would happily... I don't think Frost Street Champion stands a chance. Now, Void Golem stands a chance. I'm not even sweating it. Because charge seems to, like, counter freeze, man. Like, it's bad that my stuff is frozen, but it's still charging up. It's just taking a really, really, really long time. Any second now? There we go. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. They're not gonna kill me. Okay. I don't even know what I want, man. I have no idea what I want. It's definitely not gonna be Snowflake. I would absolutely love a haste and charge skill, though. Whenever you use an aquatic item, haste longer. Start by hasting an aquatic. This is one extra haste trigger. This is just longer haste. This is one extra trigger, which gives us a much faster charge. Now, the freeze is good, but we already have freeze, man. Oh, it's really hard. I mean, we'll just double up on the freeze. And then go. We want it again as soon as possible. Now, if you're going to rock anything here, I think it should be maybe raising the burn on the incendiary rounds or the trebuchet. You sell medium and large. I'd rather just have a temporary boost, I think. We got a long road to 7, by the way, much less 10. We are, if I may say something bullish, we've won a lot recently, and we are 5 levels higher than this person. So, and they've got small and medium items only, which are trebuchet freeze counters nicely. But we gotta knock them around pretty quick. They're stacking a lot of burn. But we're doing better, man. We're not even like that bursty. I mean, we're very we don't. Oh no, but they have their regen is coming back in a big way. Okay, you know what they have? Do they have like you gain regen equal to like half the burn on the enemy? That's crazy tech.
No time but the present.
Chant an item with crit effects. Okay, of course, if possible, I would love for you to have a plus 50% crit chance. I still listen. If we get bodied on our next round, if none of our attacks even go off, I'm not even going to be upset. I feel like we got so blessed with this being a functional run after it looked at the start of the episode like nothing was going to go our way. So I definitely, I would say I feel pretty good about this. That being said, I would feel a little bit better if I could just get it to go, man. Thing is, I need you to go because you haste. So, as the anchor does a lot of damage, but I don't think it's what we're looking for. Gold cannon. Maybe I should have just gone for the loot in that case. Our board is like very set. Now, I don't think we're gonna hit level 19 before the next day. I'm liking the crits, though. I'm seeing the crits, and I'm liking the crits. Try to freeze me. I'd rather freeze you. You could see how different, like, this could easily have been a 10-piece if we had just won our earlier fights, man. But, it's how she goes, man. It's how she goes. When you freeze, this gains 50 damage. But what is it? Freeze an item for 2 seconds? Not a chance. Not gonna happen. I would love some skill upgrades, though. Charge an item. Does that say charge an item for 4 seconds the first few times you do something? For 20 gold? That's a dream come true. Oh, T-Bolt, but I was 1 experience away from a level. You wouldn't do me like that. Please just live long enough. I don't want to see the run end. I'm having a good time. I don't want to see the run end. I see your diamonds. I see your big items. They're a matchbook build, so they're going to stack up a lot of burn. I would like to freeze their matchbook, please. I would like to slow their matchbook. I would like to freeze and slow their shield is too high, brother. Their shield is too high and only getting higher. I think that we're gonna have to say that this is night-night, man. But honestly, I think we recovered. We were strong for a while, and the losses early contributed to our result more than anything else. So, and it's a thing, man. In the Bazaar, you can't control the enemies you go up against. You can only control your own build. So I actually think if you were to give every run like a power level, out of 10,000. This is a really high power level run, and the results just weren't 100% there because we got filtered in the first 4 fights. But otherwise, like, there's cause for hope, I think, after that one. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you have, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. It's good to be back.